Hari Om, Shri Ram, Ambadnya, Nath Savit, Nath Savit, Nath Savit. So, Athato Bhakti Vyakhyasya. We have started with Naradiya Bhaktisutra, and the first aphorism is Ataha Bhakti Vyakhyasya. We shall explain, we shall define the doctrine of devotional love, devotional service. That is bhakti. The first question should come to your mind is, why bhakti needs to be defined? Why bhakti needs to be defined? What is the need of definition? Do we define everything in our life? No. Has anybody defined pujanam? Okay? Like offering water or prasad or food or flowers or essence, whatever it is, to the God. Has anybody defined it in particular? No. There are many types of worships, that's all. Has anybody defined table? No. Has anybody defined annam, that is food, in particular? No. Right? Has anybody defined God? No one. There are explanations of God. There are many descriptions of God. There are many principles and theories about God and God's functioning. Agreed. Why definition? Why only in this whole spiritual aspect, whole area, spiritual level, whole spiritual universe? This bhakti, the devotion, needs the definition. There also, who is saying it? The greatest of greats. Okay? The Narad Maharshi is saying, Athato Bhakti Vyakhyasya. Okay? So why this definition is required? The definition is required, that is that Ataha. Therefore, it's required. Therefore, why? Because there are so many preachers, especially in Kali Yuga. There are so many preachers, so many gurus, so many Mahatmas, so many saints. I think people used to say, there are 33 crores of gods. Actually, it's not 33 crores, it's 33 koti. In Sanskrit means, koti means class, the level, the strata. Does not mean that number, numerically, 33 crores, not at all. Right? I wonder, instead of so many gods and godmen around, why India is progressing so slowly? When even last 8-10 years, India is progressing very fast. But that does not mean it is the credit of all the godmen only. Right? It is the credit of the honest workers. And definitely the devotees, those who are chanting the name of the God properly, and helping them as well as their place, and their nation as well, definitely. Okay. So why definition is required? Because everybody defines bhakti according to his own viewpoint, according to his own needs, his necessities, his requirements, and basically his profits. Right? There is one saying, not saying, it is stated by great Acharyas, Nirlajjau Guru Sannidhau. Nirlajjau Guru Sannidhau. Means Guru ke samne, in front of Guru, you should be, with Guru you should be Nirlajja, means shameless. The meaning, if you can look at it, is very scary. Right? If somebody applies it in the wrong way, my God, what horror. Right? Many lives will be screwed up. But that is not the meaning of being Nirlajja Guru Sannidhau. Means you should not hide anything from your God. That's all. That does not mean you should behave in a nirlajja way with God, with your Guru, right? Certainly not. Somebody says that only Nirgun Nirakar, that formless God is truth. We don't believe in form, God with form. Somebody said his formless God is nonsense. They will all go to their hell. Only God with form is true. Somebody says Shiva. Actually, if you read Shiva Puran, you will find that Shiva was the first one. On that Vatapatra, which was floating on the Brahmachalam, was Shiva. If you read Vishnu Puran, in Vishnu Puran, it is Vishnu. In Devi Bhagavad, it is Devi. Devi Puranam is Devi, who is the first one floating on that. In Ganesh Puran, it is Ganpati. In Skanda Puran, it is Skanda, Kartikeya. So whom to believe? Who is the first one? We must understand Ekam Sat Bahudha Vipra Vadanti. Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. God, the God, Parameshwar, is only one. But Vipra means those who know him, call him by different names, and as well as see him in a different forms. Why does he take different forms? Out of compassion for you, for us. Out of his compassion, out of his love for us. It has different forms, but ultimately they are same. Only with every form, the path towards him is different. I say, what do you mean by path is different? Yes. How can the path be different, Babu? If he is same. You just think of a simple thing. There is one person, Mr. A, B, C. Okay? A is his name, B is his father's name, C is his surname. In house, he is called as, okay, Chintu, Pintu, Kintu, Sintu, Mintu, whatever he is being called by his parents. Then his girlfriend comes, she's called him baby. I love you, Janam, I love you, okay. That's another name. I don't want to say baby business, But today this is a tradition, okay. It is according to time. I have no hassles about it actually. But that is another name. Then that baby disappears after marriage and the other names come forward. That rascal has spoiled my life, okay. Then comes he's in the office, so we say he's a professor. He's called sir, teacher. He's a teacher over there. So, for a father to approach his son, the same person, Mr. ABC, way is different. For his mother, the way is different. For his brothers, the way is different. For his sister, the way is different. For his girlfriend, the way was different. The same girlfriend became a wife, the way is different. The same wife after 10 years, the approach is different. The same wife after 20 years, the approach is still different. And same wife after 30 years or 50 years, if he or she survives the disasters of life, okay, then the approach is still different. Then for sons and daughters also, approach when they are small, it is different. When they start becoming big in adolescence, it is different. Afterwards, after they get fully matured, depends on who are their spouses, how are they liking you or not liking you. Okay? So for the same person, approach is different. Way is different. The same person has a son in the house and the same son is student in the college. The approach cannot be the same. Right? Okay? Just imagine. Okay? You are in a school. Your father is calling a Bandu in the house. Right? And the school also he comes as a teacher and says, Bandu. What will happen? I say, oh my God, why my dad is doing it to me, right? Absolutely, he's right also. That Bandu should be in the house only, right? Not displayed outside, right? If the student doesn't matter for him, he's not concerned. It doesn't matter to him, then no problem. So okay, you can call him Bandu. It depends on his where he is, say, quiet person, he's what do you call it? Delicate-minded person, where he cannot resist other people's criticisms. Okay, then you should not. A person like me, they used to call me Bapu from day one in my school. And my younger brother used to call me Bapu. Okay, my elder brother should not be called by name. That's why my younger brother used to call me Bapu. So I was Bapu in my school also. I never felt ashamed at all. I used to feel, okay, great, hey Bapu, I chalta hai yaar. Hamare jame, nobody used to be much bothered of the names, The name is Sitaram, okay. We used to call him Sita, but doesn't mean he was a girl. See, then if there is Sudhakar, and you shout on the road, Sudha, everybody looks, who is this Sudha? And turns out to be one big muchal coming out right tall and say, oh God, why I looked at this point there. Somebody calls Prabha. He looks, sorry. Again, a fat man with tall and beard and mustache comes, because he is Prabhakar, not Prabha. What I mean is, those times people used to have names in a different way. Names of the gods or the forefathers. Again that fashion has come back, right? But it is again the question of time only, so approach only. In a similar way, as with the time everything changes, the same way, when God has taken different form, why has He taken different form? So that for a particular nature of persons, particular groups of people, He should be more comprehensible. It's very difficult to comprehend what is God or about God in our own mind. He has taken various forms only so that people with different intelligence, people with different set of minds, people with say different backgrounds also should be able to understand Him, comprehend Him, assimilate His knowledge, and go ahead with proper bhakti. That's why the path is different. But still, those all paths are described by Narada in these ways. Out of that, any other way is not the way the devotion should be. Okay? So, that's why it needs to be defined. If it is not defined properly, Nirlajyo Guru Sannidho, the Guru will take a definite bad advantage of it, definitely, if he is not a real Guru. If he is a real Guru, he will definitely never think of taking any wrong services from anybody. He wants to give, he doesn't want to take. Keep that in mind. If somebody who wants to take, he cannot be Guru. The one who wants to give and give and give and doesn't expect even thanks in return, that is the Guru. How to find out that? Many people, whatever they speak, whatever they preach, they do not follow in their own life. We are not detectives to go behind them and know. And that's why Narad has defined everything for us. Okay? So first is defining the devotion itself. So why Bhakti Vyakhyasya? Because everybody should be able to do bhakti as per his own understanding, capacity, his comprehending capacity, his financial capacities, his physical capacities, intellectual capacities, his psychological capacities, his situational capacities, his family capacities. Yes, everything. Everything is considered by Narada here. Right? So, athato bhakti vyakhyasya. The devotion, bhakti needs to be defined because every person is different. And so there will be various modes, various types of devotions. But the one which is wrong, the one which is ungodly, the one which is prudent, cannot be taken, cannot be accepted. Definitely, right? True? Okay? Like, coming back to the Narada himself. Okay? Narada has played many leelas. One day, he went to meet his own Lord Narayana. Narayana was lying down on Adishesha. You know, that's great posture of his. And he saw the Lakshmi serving. And he saw that there is many devotees, great devotees, arguing with the God, Narayana. Narada fell. What is this nonsense? Why these bloody rascals, idiots, are arguing with God, my God? So after they left, Narada enters and asks, Narayan, Narayan, why you were sitting with these masters? They are arguing with you. They wanted to learn, Narada. You could have sent any other Brahmarshi to them. Why they should shout at you and discuss with you in loud voices? No, it was their curiosity, jigyasa. So how to satisfy them also? And they are great devotees. They have proved by doing lot of tapasya, lot of penance, and the matter of themselves. So it is nothing wrong in arguing. What they were asking you, they are just asking one question: whether a man should marry or not. A man should marry or not. So Narayana said, I told him only one answer. See, I am married. Narayana said, okay, but that cannot be the situation for everybody. You have to decide. Well, he should get married if he wants. He should not get married if he doesn't want. It's so simple. Nothing is compulsory. And I said, why they were asking you this question, but first of all? Why should they get that question? So Bhagavan said, I don't know about that because I was never unmarried. I'm always married. Unless I'm always unmarried. So both of us cannot answer this question. The one who is married as well as not married only can answer this question. Right? How it is possible? That person is married as well as unmarried. So Narayan is Narayan. He is the Swayam Bhagavan. Right? He decides, okay, let Narada only do it. He says, tells Narada, you can contemplate on this topic. Anyway, at this moment you are going to the Dhruvalok, so go to the Dhruvalok and come back. And first of all, you go to the earth, this Vasundhara, and meet whoever you want to meet. Then go to the Dhruvalok, meet Dhruva Maharaj and come back. And just while living, he eyes to his Maya, the Mahamaya, the Lakshmi, the goddess Lakshmi. Obviously, he uses her own powers of Maya. And the mind of Narada is in the clutches of her now. Narada is moving down to the earth. And as soon as he puts his first step down along the river Ganges, river Ganga, he just feels, I think, I should take this experience of marriage. Whom should I marry? My God is in trouble, so I have to sort it out. I have to help him. See how one gives explanations for his own desires. He has the desire to marry, but he is saying he wants to help God. Right? That is the clutches of Maya. Maya is an illusion. So and as soon as he touches the ground, he sees one very beautiful princess, extremely beautiful, and gone. Tuck. Love at first sight. Narada just. You are doing LOL. But you should have been in place of Narada. What would have happened? Narada would have had the great laugh. Right? Laugh, but no promise. Narada is not objective, nor me. Okay? Simple. I'm happy that you are laughing because you are enjoying. You are enjoying, that means you are listening to whatever I'm talking. And not pretending to listen, right? That's a good thing. Siram. So, Narada sees that girl and one tuck. One tuck is required, Many are shaking their heads who are not married also. That is still beautiful. Absolutely, okay? It is something like ornithology. Has anybody studied this subject, ornithology? Anybody PhD in ornithology? I see so many, but they are not ready to accept. Ornithology is the science of bird watching. Ornithology is the science of bird watching. Simple. Are you PhD in that? Yes or no? You want to study this subject or no? Yes or no? Very bad. It's a part of nature. Sparrows we have lost sparrows from Bombay. We should study. Why are we taking wrong meaning out of it? That's why the definition is required. You understood my topic? And if I joke, there is something behind it. Keep that in mind. Okay? This is the reason why definition is required at many places. Okay? Right? Now Narada, Caesar, he has fallen in love, desperate now. Narada saw that princess was extremely beautiful and she was the princess. It could be seen. And Narada was the Sarvajna. He knew that she is a princess. And next day was her Swayamvaram. So many kings and princesses had come all over the world, from all over the world. Narada decided, I must be better looking than all of them. I must have a better body than all of them. And I must have one state also for myself. I should be the prince of the state. So he calls Narayan, Narayan, and Narayan comes down. Says, yes, my dear child, what do you want? He says the word, I am telling you in English, but it is basically in Sanskrit. I want to be like Hari. But that Maya of his, Maya of Lord Vishnu, Lakshmi, what she does? She makes him babble with his tongue. Hari, a pronounced short is Hari, means Vishnu. It's pronounced, prolonged, Dirgha. It becomes monkey. So because his tongue has become heavy, he says Hari. I want face like Hari. I want to look like Hari. Not like Vishnu, but like a monkey. Who has done this game now? The Swayam Bhagavan himself. The Narayana himself. But through Maya. He has remained. He has remained. Not anonymous, is not the right word. He has remained aloof. He has remained aloof. Totally. As if hum nere baba kisme. Right? Okay, I don't know. I never did anything. Okay, right, it's all this. And Narada next day changes his dress. He wears ornaments and everything, and Raja Mukut and everything. Okay, the crown, the golden crown with diamonds, everything. And goes in a Swayamvaram, for the Swayamvaram. He is sure that now this lady, this girl is going to come and offer a garland to me only, Varamala to me only. So he's sitting like this. He slowly starts realizing, everybody is looking at me. Yes, obviously, I'm so good looking, great, with such a great body and everything. They will look at me, but they are looking at me with jealousy. The princess comes with garland, with her 2-3 friends. She looks at her and says, He says, what is this? Why is she saying that? Oh, this is the way of females to attract males, to attract the attention. So I will not look at her only. He also looks at different visitors. So she says, Why is she doing She's trying to tease me. So he sits with big confidence. Ultimately, she puts the garland in somebody else's neck only. He gets very angry. How can she neglect me? Then there are 2 demons sitting behind him in the disguise of kings. Being demons, they understand that he is Narada. They ask him, they tell him, have you seen in the mirror how you look? He says, no. Have a look. So Narada runs. He cannot find a mirror. He finds one small pond. He looks at it, my God, there's a monkey behind me. He says, no, I am monkey. And there he understands the play of the divine play, but he never calls it divine. He says a crooked play of Lord Narayana. He says, Bhagwan, what have you done? Ask for something. You're giving me exactly opposite. Narayana says, I'm sorry, yaar. He says immediately sorry. He is ready to say sorry 10,000 times. Humans feel great difficulty to say sorry. But God says sorry immediately. He says, sorry, Narada, sorry. The next chance. Narada says, yes. I give you my promise, Narayana says. You go to the next state and that prince is ready to marry you. I will change your route. I will show you also. And you go on seeing every 5 minutes also, he said. And don't ask me whether minutes and hours that time was there, watch that thing. This story we have to listen. Now, the thing is, Narada goes to the second stage. That princess selects him, marries him. He keeps her name Naradi. They go and stay in the Nagaloka. She is basically a granddaughter of Nagaraj. They go and stay there. He is staying very happily. He gets 1,000 sons and 1,000 daughters. He is happily staying there. And one day, what happens is that Naradi, his wife, decides to leave him. She says, I am bored of you now. I want another husband. So she starts going up and up, up, up. In Nagaur, it is down, na? Below the water levels, right? So she says, no, I will go to the earth again back. I find out another person and marry him. What are you doing? He's madly in love with her. He has 100 sons and 1,000 sons, 1,000 daughters. He says, you have got 1,000 sons, 1,000 daughters. You want to leave all of them and go and run away from me also? She said, Dad, I do not know. All my sons and daughters are now big. I want to leave you and go away. She's going up and up and up. And Narada is running behind her. And immediately, after some time, in a few minutes, he realizes, he sees that his wife Naradi is becoming ugly and ugly and ugly. As soon as she comes out of water, he sees that she has become a leper. Leper means a person suffering from leprosy. Her whole face is distorted. Her hands are distorted, her legs are distorted. And there is pus coming out, oozing out everywhere. Nanda said, no, I don't want her, my God. Who will touch her? Chi, 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 chi. I want to look at her also. Oh God. She has done it because she is the Papa. She committed a sin of leaving me as well as my children. So, he says, no, you go away. First he was resisting, he was following her. Now he says, now go away, please. Sir, you find, sir is ready to marry you, get married. She says, no, I want to come with you only. All that Swam Bhagavan. Keep that in mind. Okay. So, Narada is running now back to his kingdom. She is running behind him. He only is listening to her footsteps. And as soon as he reaches house, he wants to close the door. So he turns behind. And she's a very beautiful wife standing in front of him. Oh my God. I was a fool. Come inside. She steps inside. As soon as she steps inside, he sees a demoness. He sees a demoness instead of her. With her such a long teeth, very ugly face, two horns here. Narada says, my God, what is wrong with her? You go, Narada says. Narada was the permanent word. So that Rakshasi, that demoness, she goes behind. As soon as she walks out of the house, she starts looking again beautiful. Narada says, there is something wrong. Somebody must have cursed her. She doesn't. As soon as she enters house, she becomes ugly. So let me only go outside the house. As soon as he goes outside the house, she comes inside the house and closes the door. And shows Narada, another Narada, standing next to her. Says, this is my husband, who are you? This is my husband, who are you? You are some rascal. Okay? Why is such person called duplicate? Or I have taken one discourse on this total. I have given that word to you. Doppelganger, yes. Okay? So such person has come. So you are not real Narad. You are the proxy Narad. You are the fake Narad. Get lost. She calls her servants, her soldiers, and they tie Narada, real Narada, and throw him back to the earth. Narada is saying now again, after so many years, Narayana, Narayana. Till 1,000 sons and 1,000 daughters getting married, he never thought of Narayana, Narayana. He says, oh my God, it is such a big life of so many kalpas. I never forgot. As soon as I got married, first thing I did was I forgot chanting Narayana, Narayana. Right? So he says Narayana, Narayana. As soon as he says Narayana, Narayana with love, the Lord Narayana does not come down. But Mata Lakshmi comes down. As soon as she comes down smiling, giggling, with chuckle, Narada again develops a desire to get remarried. But he is now chanting Narayana, Narayana. As he is chanting Narayana, he realizes it is all play of this lady. She is the Maya. And she has made me run around. I will not look at her. But he looks, see there. Lakshmi is standing there. Wherever he turns his face, Mata Lakshmi is standing there. She is the one who is making me run around and away from my own God. And then he goes on chanting Narayana with eyes closed, but he's saying Mahalakshmi only. Ultimately, he decides to keep his eyes open and chant Narayana. I praise to Lord Lakshmi. You are my mother. Please save your child. And then the Narayana comes down. Says, yes, you are my child. You wanted to help me. You wanted to solve everybody's problem. And you are the only person who is married as well as unmarried. How come? I got married. I have 1,000 sons. I have 1,000 daughters. Show me. Narayana says, show me. Come with me. He enters the same Sarovaram, goes down to the Nagaloka, and starts searching for his wife and her palace. 1,000 sons. Nothing is there. There is some other king. There is somebody else's house. Somebody else's wife. There is no Naradiya and 1,000 sons and 1,000 daughters. Then it was all illusion. It was Bhagavan Narayan's Trivikram's Maya. He says, how now see? Narada is married as well as unmarried. He is unmarried in reality. He was married in illusion. But Narada wants a proof that it was an illusion totally. He asked him, look at this tree. Where do you put your foot down first? Before you got married to this lady. There you had seen this small plant, right? Very small plant. See how much it has grown. Narada looks at that plant of Tulsi. No, it is same. It had only 5 leaves. It has got only 5 leaves of the same size. In the same place. I know it is the same plant. Means it has not grown. So how many minutes must have passed? Not a single second. When in the same time, yes, I am in the same real time. Narada realizes that it is all an illusion. An illusion is beyond time. Not beyond time. Not in the time only. Okay? You are getting? So Narada is only one person who has the experience of being married and still he is unmarried. So he is the only human being. To call him a human being, he is a Devarshi. Call him a human being who is married as well as unmarried. So he can define devotion from the viewpoint of a unmarried person as well as married person. Narada is one who is Jnani, ultimate Jnani. Nar, the word Nar means knowledge. The perfect knowledge is Nar. And the means the one who is giver. Nar means the one who gives knowledge, the ultimate knowledge, the perfect knowledge. So he is the one who has complete knowledge. At the same time, he is a devotee who has the best devotion, the bestest devotion. He is a human being, as we have seen. In his one birth, he was a son of one prostitute, right? At the same time, he is a Devarushi. He Brahmarshi Onga bhi Rushi hai. So he is Devarshi, so he is a god. And one Kalpa, he has come down to earth as Narada, who is Amshavatar of Lord Vishnu. If somebody is reading Bhagavatam, it is given. He is the 4th avatar of Mahavishnu. Amshavatar of Mahavishnu. Right? So he is God as well as a devotee. If you look at his estate or property or whatever wealth, as he is a brahmachari, he is not doing any job, he is only with one dhoti, right? He is poorest of poor. But at the same time, whatever he wants will be fulfilled by Narayana and Mother Lakshmi. Right? So he is the richest in the world. He doesn't do any work. He is the most lazy person. At the same time, he helps so many people. He is the most busy person. So can you see? On human platform, Narada is one person who controls and has covered all the contradictions of human life. That's why he is the best person to define bhakti. And next time we are going to see now directly the Vyakhya. the definition of this doctrine of bhakti, devotion and love, devotion and service. Okay? Hari Om, Shri Ram, Ambad, Natha Sabit, Natha Sabit, Natha Sabit. Love my child, love my children, love my kids. Yes. So keep this story in mind, whatever you have heard today, and know that He is the one, the Lord Swayam Bhagavan is the one who takes care of you from in each aspect of your life, from every direction, in each place, in each condition, wherever you are, however you are, however bad or good you are, it doesn't matter to Him. What matters to Him is you want to be in a better condition or not. You want to be in a better condition or not. You want to better your life or not. Whether you are trying for betterment or not. If you are not trying, He will also not try. But at the same time, some or other way, He will see to it that you are saved, you are protected. That is why Swayam Bhagavan is the only one who never takes revenge, never punishes anybody, only gives love and love. So our duty is to only love Him, and put complete faith in Him. Okay? Naki? 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 What is the meaning of word Naki? For sure. Pakka we say. Pakka. So 108%. And 8% is Naki. What do you mean by 108%? In a school, if there are 50 students, class, or 50 students are attending, that means it is 100% attendance. If all of them are paying attention properly, that is 108%. Understood what is the meaning of 108%? Quantitative as qualitative fullness, completeness is 108%. Okay? So Naki? Naki? I love you, Naki.